September is now in the rearview mirror, but the final week provided us with more outstanding performances. I'm Megan Clementi, and this is Southland Spotlight. In football, the showdown in Huntsville was every bit as exciting as we expected, while in soccer, there are still two unbeaten teams in league play. In volleyball, it's a foursome of undefeated conference squads. Two of the top four teams in the FCS collided in Huntsville as number 4 Sam Houston State hosted second-ranked Eastern Washington. Not even a weather delay of more than an hour could dampen the spirits at Bauer Stadium. DeAndre Locke went 42 yards with a pick six early in the second quarter, and SHSU was up 21-13. But the day belonged to Timothy Flanders and the Bearcats offensive line. Flanders rushed for 280 yards and a 60-yard sprint to the end zone early in the third quarter. It was the first of 2 touchdowns on the day. Sam Houston State makes a statement with a 49-34 win over Eastern Washington and climbs to number 2 in the Sports Network poll. Lamar played at Grambling, and the Tigers led 16-0 after one quarter. But that's when the Cardinals recommitted themselves. Caleb Berry tossed a pair of touchdown passes, and heading to the fourth quarter, it was 24-16 Lamar. The Cardinals racked up 535 yards of total offense, led by Berry, who had a career-high 399 yards passing. Lamar scored 27 unanswered points and wins on the road 27-16. It was a career night for Toscani Figaro of Nicholls as the Colonels hosted the Wonder Boys of Arkansas Tech. The sophomore quarterback had a career night, rushing for a single-game school record 281 yards with 2 touchdowns and a career-high 3 touchdown passes. The Colonels needed every one, especially the 88-yard touchdown gallop with less than a minute and a half to play to ice the game. Nicholls wins 44-34. Northwestern State hosted Langston, and quarterback Zach Atkins threw a touchdown pass late in the first quarter, and the Demons never looked back. Atkins passed for 273 yards and 3 touchdowns on the night. The Purple Swarm defense did the rest as NSU shut out Langston 37-0. It's a limited schedule this weekend, but conference play kicks off with a bang. In a battle of top 15 teams, number 11 McNeese State plays at 14th ranked Central Arkansas. It's the Red Beans and Rice Bowl and the first Southland Conference TV network game of the week. Kickoff is set for 3 o'clock on over 20 affiliates across the region, plus online here on the Southland Digital Network. Following McNeese UCA, Southeastern Louisiana hosts UIW in the only other game on this week's schedule. The Lions enjoyed a bye week after knocking off Samford 34-31 in an intersectional FCS showdown. Since then, Southeastern has added a major asset to its defensive front. Junior D tackle Markel Combs transferred from Kansas and has been cleared to play. The 6'3", 295-pounder was rated the number 3 junior college player in the nation last season by ESPN. Moving to soccer, entering this week's games, there are only 2 unbeaten teams remaining in Southland play. Oral Roberts is 3-0, while Central Arkansas is 2-0. Nicholls, on the other hand, ran its school record winning streak to 8 games before stumbling versus UIW. In a battle of unbeatens, Nicholls hosted Abilene Christian. After a scoreless first half, ACU scored early in the second to take the lead, but the Colonels netted 3 unanswered goals and won 3-1. On Sunday, the Colonels' streak came to an end and UIW made some history of its own, winning its first Southland Conference match, the final, 4-2. Also on Sunday, ACU played at Southeastern Louisiana. The Wildcats' Andrea Carpenter scored her 9th goal of the season in the 54th minute, and that turned out to be enough. ACU wins 1-0. The loss snapped the Lions' 4-match winning streak. The goal is the first given up by the Lions since September 1st, a run of 6 consecutive contests. Oral Roberts has the best record in the conference, and it looked to build on that as Texas A&M Corpus Christi came to Tulsa. It looked like the match was headed for overtime, but ORU got a goal from Mary Kate Halsmer in the 87th minute, and the Golden Eagles win 2-1. They're now 3-0 in Southland play. In volleyball, there are still 4 teams that are perfect in conference play, led by Sam Houston State with a 5-0 mark. The Bearcats did not drop a set this past week, starting with a 3-0 win at home over Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Then on Saturday, they hosted Houston Baptist and also came away with a 3-0 victory. That's their 8th win in the last 10 matches. Oral Roberts also had a perfect week. The Golden Eagles won at New Orleans on Thursday, 3-0, then traveled to southeastern Louisiana and shut out the Lions, 3-0. It was the 199th win for head coach Shira Cirola. On Thursday, she goes for 200 versus Stephen F. Austin. Central Arkansas kept pace with ORU winning at southeastern Louisiana. Then on Saturday, the Sugar Bears picked up their 5th straight set victory in a row, winning at New Orleans. And Northwestern State played a single match this past week, and it was a winning one versus Stephen F. Austin. The 3-1 victory was the 6th straight for the Lady Demons, who are 3-0 in conference play. In cross country, Nicholls' Tessney Carruthers set a new school record in the 5K by winning the women's individual title at the McNeese State Cowboy Stampede this past Saturday. That earned her Female Athlete of the Week honors. UCA's Edward Limo earned the Male Award thanks to a win at the Rhodes College Invitational in Memphis. Now that October is here, it's time to really hone in on those conference races. Postseason berths will be on the line. Remember to get updates everywhere you go by downloading Southland Conference app for iPhone, Android, and tablet. I'm Megan Clementi. Until next time, thanks for joining me on the Southland Spotlight.